All right, what up, y'all? It's Matt. So I got an awesome way to show y'all real quick on how to fix broken plastic. So I'm working on my four-wheeler here, and there's a broken, plastic shield that goes on the bottom of the diff. So I have an easy way to fix it. All you need is a zip tie and a source of heat. Y'all check this out. All right, so I'm going to show you how to do this real quick. So if y'all don't know, you can melt plastic back together. And I don't have a plastic welder, but check this out. So this diff cover for the bottom of my four-wheeler is broken here. All you need is a zip tie, some zip ties, a couple of them, and a soldering iron. So you can use a blowtorch, you can use a heat gun, you can use whatever you want. You just got to melt it in there. So I'm going to use this soldering iron. It doesn't mess up the tip. You can just wipe the burnt plastic off of there. It's not going to mess it up. But what we're going to do is we're going to heat this thing and plastic weld it back together. Now, you can buy special plastic welders, but those things are really expensive, and it fills it with like a bead. But we're going to do this. I've done it before on a lot of stuff, and it works great. So first I'm going to get it, started here. I'm going to get it glued together so that it doesn't fall apart on me, so it stays, because it's springy. Now we're gonna take the zip tie and we're gonna feed it in there. We're gonna feed it in there so that it fills it, kind of like welding. This isn't the best tip for this because it wants to go through it. So you see, we're just going to keep doing that and doing it until we get the whole thing filled up, this whole crack filled up. I'll be back here when I get it all done. And you got to get really deep in there. It's probably better to grind a groove in it so you can get in there, because if you just melt it on the surface, it won't work. It'll just come back apart. But I'm going to get this thing filled up here. All right, so you can also use a blowtorch too. Don't breathe the fumes. Just don't burn it. Just get it hot enough so that it all melts back together. All right, so yeah, the blowtorch worked way better. I gotta sand this part up a little bit. It looks like you know what, but it doesn't matter because it's not broken anymore, and it sealed up really good. So like with the blowtorch, it could flow and it could all turn back molten and it could just flow back into place. And it looks worse on camera. Trust me, it's not that bad. This spot is, but that blowtorch just lets it flow like that and just it's not going anywhere. All right, guys. So yeah, use the blowtorch. The blowtorch works great. Just turn it down so it's really, really fine. Tip on it and just heat it up so it all flows back together. I've done this with a heat gun, with a soldering iron. The zip ties work great for little filler rods. But yeah, man, that blowtorch, it just fuses it all together. It just allows it all to become molten and just all kind of sag and just fuse back together. It works great. Don't breathe the fumes. They're extremely toxic. Do this outside in a well-ventilated area. It'll make you sick if you breathe that smoke, and just don't burn it. Just keep filling it. You could use a lighter if you really, really had to. This works great. If y'all enjoyed this tip, make sure to drop me a huge thumbs up down below, and don't forget to comment and subscribe for more tips and tricks like this in the future. Peace.